Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today's story revolves around two beloved names in Turkish television, Cemre Arda and Gökberk Yıldırım. Stay tuned for the full story, and if you enjoy the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the join button below to support us even more. Now, let's dive in. For years, audiences have admired Cemre Arda and Gökberk Yıldırım for their on-screen chemistry. They met while sharing the spotlight on a drama series, and almost instantly became a phenomenon, capturing viewers' hearts not only with their acting skills but also with the subtle warmth that seemed to exist between them even off-screen. While many actors deliver good performances, there was something about the way these two exchanged glances in tense scenes, paused just long enough between lines, and moved in sync without effort that convinced audiences they shared a deeper bond. Red carpet appearances reinforced that perception. Cemre and Gökberk often arrived calm and collected, smiling with the ease of seasoned stars. They posed for photographers without rushing, answered questions with polite but cautious words, and avoided feeding speculation about their private lives. Behind the scenes, crew members often described them as meticulous professionals, committed to retakes until every shot was perfect, respectful toward colleagues, and remarkably grounded despite their fame. For a long time, that was the public's entire impression of them, two talented performers who worked well together. But as time passed, devoted fans began noticing little details that sparked endless theories. A book Gökberk had recommended during a late-night interview turned up days later in a photo Cemre posted from her living room. A throwaway line on social media that seemed meaningless at first echoed something the other had posted earlier that week. In one Instagram story, sharp-eyed followers swore they recognized a piece of furniture belonging to Cemre's apartment appearing faintly in the corner behind Gökberk. Individually these things meant nothing, together they built an air of mystery. Through it all, neither Cemre nor Gökberk commented. They didn't deny the speculation, but they didn't confirm it either, allowing their private lives to remain just that, private. That balance held steady until an unassuming weekend quietly changed everything. Early one Saturday morning, an administrative bulletin from a local civil registry went online, listing routine ceremonies. Buried among them was an entry that soon became the headline of countless entertainment pages. Not long after, a short clip began circulating, two familiar figures leaving the registry office, greeted by a handful of close friends tossing flower petals. No red carpet fanfare, no luxury decor, just two signatures, a quiet exchange of rings, and a few tender smiles that revealed a bond far deeper than any script. Within hours the footage went viral on fan pages and gossip outlets. Reporters called it an express wedding, though those who know the couple argue that it was anything but rushed. Friends close to Cemre and Gökberk insist this decision had been maturing for months, perhaps years, long before the ink dried on those papers. Their choice to wed in a civil ceremony rather than stage a traditional lavish celebration spoke volumes. For actors constantly surrounded by cameras, stylists, and commercial obligations, a public wedding often risks leaks, from dress fittings to guest lists to exclusive venue deals. Cemre and Gökberk seemed determined to do the opposite, strip away the spectacle, keep the moment theirs, and prove that not every milestone must be orchestrated for likes or ratings. Witnesses described the scene as intimate and serene. Cemre wore a simple dress and carried a small white bouquet. Gökberk chose a classic tailored suit. The rings were understated yet elegant, symbols of a promise, not a performance. Their families sat close by, some fighting back tears, others smiling knowingly as if they had long waited for this union. One friend recalled a light-hearted moment. Just as Cemre began speaking, someone in the room cracked a harmless joke, drawing warm laughter and softening the weight of the ceremony. After the event, Cemre posted a single black and white photograph. It wasn't staged, her hairpin sat slightly askew, a tiny imperfection that made the picture feel genuine. Her caption read simply, "Choosing each other when no one is watching." Soon after, Gökberk shared a quiet carousel of images, hands intertwined, the edge of a wooden door at dusk, and a soft band of orange sky. He captioned it only with a date and a single symbol. Fans immediately turned that symbol into the day's most trending hashtag. Messages of congratulations poured in. Some skeptics suggested that there must be more behind such secrecy, but most followers and fellow actors applauded their decision to keep a sacred moment protected. Industry colleagues emphasized that their professional discipline would remain unchanged. Directors and crew often say that the pair's screen chemistry stems from respect for the craft, not personal drama. As of now, no grand reception is planned. Friends believe that if they do celebrate further, it will likely be an intimate dinner with loved ones rather than a black tie affair. Even the idea of a honeymoon remains under wraps. Whispers mention a quiet coastal town or even a stay-at-home retreat far from the public eye. What they clearly will not do is flood social media with curated bridal-style images. That simply isn't their way. Their approach carries an important message for fans. Admiring artists doesn't require invading their privacy. We can still enjoy their performances and support their projects without demanding access to every corner of their lives. By drawing a respectful line between work and intimacy, Cemre and Gökberk remind us that true connection often thrives best away from the spotlight. So, what do you think about their decision to keep the wedding private and understated? Would you like to see them co-star again in future series now as a married couple, or do you prefer they continue building their careers separately? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the join button for exclusive updates and behind-the-scenes stories about your favorite stars. Until next time, take care and goodbye.